Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jolina, and today's video we are going to be looking at the brand called Little Cosmetics. I'm sure you've heard about them, and I have been using their shadows for a long time, but I've just never talked about them on this channel. I thought they deserve to be featured on my channel since I love them so much. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know I'm not particularly fussed when it comes to mattes from any other brand apart from Palmagrat and Viziet. But Little Cosmetics is one company, one brand that I actually purchase a lot of their mattes because I love their mattes. Possibly even better than their shimmers. So I just thought I would share with you today the shadows I have from Little Cosmetics and swatch them as well. So I've put them into two different categories. So you've got the neutrals, and I absolutely, even though this is a neutral shade, I love every shade in this palette. One thing about Little Cosmetics is you can build your own palette. So on their website, there's an opportunity to kind of like, when you pick your shades, it forms a palette and you can literally move it around. So from that angle, you can see what your palettes are going to look like. And I will put a picture up of when I first purchased from them. I bought two 9-size palettes and I kind of built my own color story, which was perfect. And this is the more colorful singles I have from them. And I also have a palette, I believe a collaboration with a lady called Jolina. And this is what the shades look like in that palette. Again, beautiful shimmers. In fact, I love the shimmers in here so much. I'm going to be swatching the colors first, and as I swatch, I will let you know what the shade name is called. So this one is Rise from the Ashes, and this is what it looks like. So it's like a black gray shade. So it's a shimmer, and their shimmers are the kind of shimmer that you don't need glitter glue. So you can literally just, swatch, put them on your eyes, and you're good to go. Alright, the next one is called Stargaze. So this is like I want to say grey blue. And this is what that looks like, swatched. That's Stargaze. Beautiful. This next one, Remedy. Ooh, I love this. I love this because this is the only kind of color. This is the only place I have this color in my collection. Absolutely gorgeous, honestly. So pigmented. You wouldn't think a light shade like this can be this pigmented. And I never use a white base on it. I just literally put on my eyes and it builds itself up. So beautiful. Their mattes are just so lovely. And that's Remedy. Next one is Ascension. These I bought in the second round. And this is what the Ascension looks like. Beautiful. Now I'm using my pinky, so I'm just going to spread that swatch so it's the same width as the other ones. Okay, that's Ascension. Okay, on the green line, the first one here is called Eden, like the Garden of Eden, and that's what that looks like. And swatched. One thing I do like about their mattes is they are soft as well, so they are easily spreadable, and you don't need a primer. You don't need an eyeshadow primer for them to show up. They are absolutely gorgeous. Alright, the next one is Aether. So I'll try and put the names of these shadows on the screen. If I can't, they'll be in the description section. Beautiful. So it's got like a little flecks of yellow. I don't know if you can see on the side. Alright, let's move on to the next shade, and the next one is called Equilibrium. I want to say this is a perfect mix between green and blue. So that's Equilibrium. Okay, up next is Nymph. So that's Nymph, Nymph. And this is what Nymph. Oh my days, that is beautiful. That's on the inner corner. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Alright, up next is Ilios, and it's a yellow matte. So now for me, this is like it's going to be a mixing shade because I don't tend to use a full yellow on my eyes. But it's good when you're mixing it out. This in the, not in the inner corner, but like towards the bridge of the nose. If you're building like some sort of, I want to say like a multiple color kind of look, but look how beautiful that is. That is matte. It's so soft and buttery. Look at that. And that way it kind of like spreads so well on your skin or your eyes or your eyeshadow. I mean, look how beautiful that is. That's Ilios. Alright, on to the next row, and we have this gorgeous green. Honestly, this green, I've had it since my first purchase from them. So beautiful, and it's called Vertex. This is what Vertex swatch is like. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, next to Vertex is Venom. And it's a shimmer. It's like a mint green shimmer. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like next to the one beside it, because they do look similar in the pan. But this is Venom. And next to Venom is a shade called Mirage. So I want to say this is the real, Mirage is like the real mint. This one has got more of blue in it. So Venom has got more of blue in it, but Mirage is a perfect mint green. So it's a shimmer. And right beside that is Yonder, which is a similar color, but this time around this is a matte. So this is a matte. Again, the same colors family, but just that is a matte. That is beautiful. Alright, moving on to the last row, which is like your pink and your purple shades. So the first shadow there is Night Call. Night Call. Beautiful. So it's a perfect yummy purple. And then next to that is Caps Lock, which is a pink. Caps Lock. And the next shade is Enigma, which is a shimmery pink with flecks of blue in it. And I hope you can see that flecks. It's got like flecks of blue in it. That's Enigma. Alright, the second to the last shade on my Colourful palette is Crossroads. So it's a matte, bright, bubblegum, sky, whatever pink. It's a light pink that is different to Caps Lock. So that's Caps Lock and that's Crossroads. So they are definitely different. And then on to the last shade in this Colourful palette, which is Descent. And it's a shimmery, I want to say it toss between lilac and purple. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Now, I'm not really, purple is not one of my favorite colors, but when I see shades like this that are just so unique, oh, they are gorgeous and they stand out. So these are the swatches of my Colourful shadows from Little Cosmetics, and I hope you can see it and it's within frame. I'm sort of just going to move it up and down just in case it fits within the frame. That's my Colourful palette. These are my Colourful shades from Little Cosmetics. Okay, let's move to the neutral shades. Alright, this is my neutral palette as mentioned earlier, and the first shade right here, which is like a burgundy, I want to say, is called Unity. That's Unity swatched. Again, these shades are buttery. They don't need any help from any primer. Oh, beautiful. So that's Unity. And the next shade is Frantic. Again, this is a matte. So it's like a matte, I can't say terracotta, it's like a matte pink mixed with purple. That's the best way to describe it. I hope you can see that. And then up next is Fahrenheit. So again, Fahrenheit is a matte. You see, I wasn't joking when I told you about loving the matte from Little Cosmetics. They are just beautiful and gorgeous. I mean, look at this shade. It's not a matte shade that you see every day, is it? Fahrenheit. And then the last shade on that row is Torment. And you wouldn't think this will show up on my skin so much, but look at that. That's Torment. Beautiful. Alright, moving on to the middle row. The shade is called Cascade, and again this is a matte. Look how gorgeous that is. Cascade. So that's Cascade. The next one is Catatonic, again a matte. Catatonic, a nice gorgeous shade of brown. Ugh. This is warm brown, but it's not too warm, if you like. You can still get away with it if you love cool tones. So that is Catatonic. And then on to the next one, which is a shimmer, and it's called Rebirth. So it's like a wine shade, a very light wine shade. So that's Rebirth. And then finally on that row is Defiance. So to defy something, so it's like a, I want to say copper. It's like a nice copper with hints of pink. That's the best way to describe it. So those are the shades so far. So that's Unity, Frantic, Fahrenheit, Torment, Cascade, Catatonic, Rebirth, and Defiance. Now on to the final row, we have Terminus, and this is like a pinkish red, I want to say, or pinkish peach. I don't know how best to describe it, but that's Terminus. And then the next one to it is Imago. So this is like, I want to say, how can I describe this? Like a grayish purple, and that's Imago. And on to the second to last shade in this palette is Echo, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous orange shimmer. So it's not your usual bright orange, but I want to say like a peachy orange. So that's Echo. Only one more shade in this palette, and it's called Backdraft. Because I'm using my pinky, I'm going to try and spread that so that you can give it a better. Can you see that? That is absolutely beautiful. So that is peach. It's a very juicy peach shade. Oh, wow. Hope you can see that. So those are my neutral shades from Little Cosmetics. Oh, that is gorgeous. Let me put them together. Look at that. Okay, now let's swatch the Jolina palette. Alright, so this is the Jolina palette, and I'm just going to swatch top row and then onto the bottom row. So this shade is called Who, and that's Who. And then the next one is called Yes I Do. And the next one, Surgery, which is a matte. This is actually similar to one of the mattes in my singles palette. So a bit darker than it, but yeah, that's Surgery. And then the next one is, oh, I'm not going to pronounce that. Something my eyes. No. That's that. Alright, the next one is a brown matte. So this is going to be quite similar to my skin tone. I hope it's still showing up. And then the last shade on this row is Loyalty. Oh, I love this shade of purple. I always love this shade of purple. Oh, beautiful. To me, the way I describe this kind of purple is like a mixture of purple and lilac, and this is what it gives you, the perfect shade of purple for me. And that's the first row on the Jolina palette, so 6 shades. Okay, on to the first color in the next row, which is called Scandal. Now, Scandal, just build it up because it's a very light shade, so I would assume this is better for the inner corner. For me, in any palette, I would mostly ignore that shade. I would never use that because what would I use it for? Maybe to lighten a darker one, but no, I don't intend to use such shades. Okay, on to the next shade called Ama. Is that Ama or Jama or something like that? But it's a blue. It's a nice, beautiful royal blue. Oh, that is gorgeous. And that's what that looks like. Oh, beautiful. I mean, like I said earlier, one thing I do like about them is the matte and the fact that you can use their shimmers without needing a glitter glue. And that is Wonder World, which is like a yellow mustardy shade. Hope you can see it. And then moving on next to a shade called Narcissist. And this looks like a duochrome to me, so it looks like a shift of, I can see shifts of reddish in it, and a hint of purple as well. Oh, but that is beautiful. So 2 more shades left in the palette, and the next one is called Worth It. This is right up my alley because it's in the red family. Oh, gorgeous. I love red. I love red so much. And this is not too much in your face, so it's something you can wear during the week or anytime you want. And onto the last shade, which is like a plummy purple, and it's called Cold Brew. Cold brew, you know, like when you brew a cup of tea, like we UK people do. We love our tea, so that's brew. That takes me to the time when we went to Disney World and there was no tea. For a good 2 weeks I did not have tea. It felt like I was in withdrawal. Anyway, that is brew, cold brew. And that's the Jolina palette. Absolutely beautiful palette. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, and that's all the shades palette that I have from Little Cosmetics. I've just been doing them an injustice not mentioning them on this channel because I absolutely love them. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.